I feel like there's like a whole wild world out there, like a jungle out there. I haven't left the house for 10 days, I swear. I was just staying in a cabin at Greg and Mel's place for like 10 days, working on my content. The guys left to Colombia, so I had the whole place to myself. But I think it's time to go. I'm going a bit crazy. I'm like, what's going on in the world? So yes, I'll be probably for the next couple of days. I'll be still in Alabama. I want to see this very famous motorcycle museum as the next attraction, and then slowly I'll make my way to Louisiana. I feel like a vampire. It's like, you know, I've got this light allergy because I'm outside for the very first time in so many days. Alright, Chili, you ready? You ready to be back on the road? Okay. Oh, that's a lot of cars. We'll do it here. So it's like, there you go, Chile. How's that view? Welcome to Barber Motorsports Museum. I made it! Apparently this is a very legendary place, not only here in Alabama and United States, but apparently this is the biggest motorcycle collection in the whole world. So I think we're gonna be here for a while. So I was advised to take a lift up to the 5th floor and then make my way down. All right, let's do it. I'm so impressed with the design of this building. It's just such a amazing space. Wow, someone was very clever. Alright, time to go down. That's so cool. I love that. You suddenly realize how much bikes were produced. I mean, so many. Whew. honestly, I haven't even heard of some of these bikes. Wow. Now, that's a comfy sidecar. I take it back. That's a comfy sidecar. And straight from the museum, I went to the hairdresser yesterday. How's my hair? And this is Gina, my host. Gina is also an adventure rider. You did like how many trips across the United States?
I did 6 months, 15,000 miles on a little TW 200.
Exactly. So we've been put in touch via mutual friends, and Gina and Mark, her husband, unfortunately he's not here today. He's already at work. But they hosted me last night, and Gina's got horses. So before we go, we're going to look at the horses, and I get to feed them with a carrot. 2 carrots, 2 horses. Originally you from
California.
California, and now how many years you live here?
4 years.
4 years. How you like it?
Love it.
How you love the country life?
Yeah. Quieter, laid back.
Yeah. This is the first horse. What's his name?
Buck.
Buck.
Hey, Buck.
Hey, Buck.
Come on, bud.
So I just give him carrot?
Yeah. Break it into smaller pieces.
Okay. Oh, nice teeth,
There
mate.
you go.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, how old is he? Oh.
Buck is a teenager, so he's about 16 years old.
Oh.
Flat hand.
Flat hand.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Fred is a senior. He's about 28 years old.
20 how much?
He's about 28.
Okay. I got a carrot for you. Ooh. You look nice. You both look very nice. Ah! Like, don't bite my hand off. Ah! Okay, it's a small carrot, just take it. Oh, it's nice. Nice to meet you, boys. Very nice. Very nice.
The only chicken to survive a bobcat attack.
Wow.
Out of
She's
10
very
of them.
brave.
Yeah.
Hi, chicken. And that's Maggie. Maggie was sleeping with me. Come back. Come back. Okay. So long, Gina. So long, Maggie.
Thanks, Journey.
Thank you. So where I'm going today? Where I'm going now?
Tupelo,
I'm going to Tupelo, the deaf place, the birthplace of Elvis Presley, right?
Yep.
Oh, that was awesome. So Gina and Mike hosted me for 2 nights, and now I'm heading to Mississippi today, yay, to listen to some blues. We're nearly there. So unfortunately I won't make it to Memphis because in 3 days I have to be in New Orleans. It's one of these moments where I'm rushing again. I'm supposed to, not rush and enjoy it all and have all the time in the world, but sometimes I have commitments and that's it. So won't be seeing Memphis, but we'll see so much other stuff on the way. So I just crossed to Mississippi and we are about to, I think I missed it. Oh, that's a nice quiet street. I made it to Tupelo, which is a birthplace of Elvis Presley. It's a small little town in Mississippi, here on the border with Alabama. And we all know about Graceland because this is where he had his mansion and this is where he lived through most of his career and adult years. But he was actually born here in Tupelo, and we are about to see his house now. So let's check it out. I'm a bit lost. So here we've got a museum. And you can't film that, it's quite interesting. It's a story of his family and all. Here we've got a little monument of Elvis when he was young. 13, because he lived in Tupelo until he was 13 and then his family moved to Memphis. To make a living basically. But yeah, he's a good little boy, hey? And I believe this is the house, nicely renovated. So this house was built in 35 by his father. There you go. Okay, and we're in the house. This is Shelby Jones. Thank you very much for your little tour. So what's the story with the house? So we got 2 rooms, right? And this is the very original house. It was never moved anywhere. Pretty much, that's where.
Right.
Here in that room, Elvis was born, right?
Right.
And he lived here with
Mom and Daddy till they were 3. He was 3 years old when they moved around in Tupelo. Vernon was convicted of check forgery, so they had to move out with relatives and everything, and Gladys went around getting petitions signed to help get Vernon out early. Mm-hmm. The governor in charge at that time pardoned Vernon in 9 months instead of 3 years. After Vernon got out, they saved some money to pay down on a house over on Berry Street, and after a year they sold the house to Aaron Kennedy, and that's where Elvis Aaron had got his middle name. They knew Mr. Kennedy all along. Mm-hmm. The Presleys lived in Tupelo till Elvis was about 14 years old. Then they moved to Memphis. This house is in the original spot with the doors, floors, and windows original to what Vernon and them built.
And the fireplace is
original. And the fireplace is original, and there's a wood burning stove in the kitchen that also is. And the only thing that the Presleys took with them when they moved to Memphis was an ice box. Uh-huh. And the ice box is right over there. Right.
So this was their kitchen.
This is the kitchen, and that's the wood burning stove and the bricks that's always been here. And was learned to walk and run in this house.
And you lived down the road.
I lived right down the road and played in the house when I was little. Didn't know then that it was Elvis's house and they had just moved out. Wow. But Mr. and Ms. Wright lived here in 55 and 56.
But you never got to meet him?
I never got to meet him, no.
But I'm sure half of the town knows him, right? Like people older than you, they probably
know him. They did. My cousins were musicians and they played music with him the night that he gave his concert at the fairgrounds in Tupelo. So I was just too little.
Yes.
Just two.
So what happened to the house when they moved out?
Okay. When they moved out, Mr. and Ms. Wright lived here. Okay. And when Elvis did his concert at the fairgrounds, whoever was going to pay him for coming to Tupelo to do the concert, they tried to give him a check. And he said, no, you just go buy my house and the land. So that's how that happened.
So Elvis owned the house.
Yes.
And you mentioned that he was coming back here just
He
to
would
look at-
come back all the time and just look and want things to be done and kept up. And, you know, he loved this house. And if I didn't know him, but I would think that if he was still alive, he would just as soon be in this house as Graceland.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, but that's the way I feel because he cared so much about it.
Yeah, well, that's where he was born, right? This is
That's
all
right.
his childhood.
You never forget where you're born.
That's right.
It's,
That's right. Thank you so much for this wonderful tour.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, that was interesting. And now it's time to go to Clarksdale. Okay, so I've heard so much about this petrol station. You see how big it is? It's just like very, very big. And it's called Buc-ee's? I think so, yeah. Anyway, Greg and Mel told me about it. I even have a t-shirt from them. So I need to see what's it about. Yes, it is very big. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's go maybe here. Very impressive. High five.